Nintendo unveiled the title for the next Legend of Zelda adventure during their Nintendo Direct back in September with the title Tears of the Kingdom. But what does Tears of the Kingdom mean? Does it mean crying, as in some big sad event has torn apart Hyrule? Or are the Tears of the Kingdom physical objects? Well, today I'm going to look into what Tears of the Kingdom means, plus what this could mean for the sequel to Breath of the Wild. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Legend of Zelda content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. And we are so close to 1,000 subscribers here on YouTube, so if you really want to help out Triforce Times, you could push us over the line for that 1,000, I would really appreciate it. Well, before we get stuck into today's topic, let me know in the comments what you think the Tears of the Kingdom are. Are they just a concept, or are they a physical collectible object? Well, now we know the next major Legend of Zelda release is going to be called Tears of the Kingdom, so it's not only the next mainline Zelda game, but it's a rare direct sequel. Now, Breath of the Wild is viewed by many as the best Zelda game in the franchise, so I did run a poll on the channel recently looking at 4 great games in the series, including Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, A Link to the Past and Wind Waker, and that poll received over 200 votes, and 59% of you said Breath of the Wild was their favourite, and the next closest one was Ocarina of Time, with only 19%. Therefore, Tears of the Kingdom has some pretty big boots to fill, and that's backed up by almost constant discussion about the sequel since its reveal in 2019. Well, Nintendo revealed in a Treehouse Live event in 2021 that they were relatively cautious about revealing the name because it would give away some crucial details about the game. For example, Ocarina of Time was relatively clear that the game would contain an ocarina and time would be a major theme. Twilight Princess is another example given the Twilight Realm, as well as the Minish Cap among others. You know, historically the title has been very important to the Legend of Zelda series, and Nintendo waited very patiently to get this one out there to the audience. Well, Bill Trinan from Nintendo of America said this at E3 in 2021. As for why we're holding back on the name, you're just going to have to stay tuned. Obviously, Zelda names, they are kind of important. Those subtitles, they start to give away little hints, and maybe what is going to happen. Well, given we know that some plot details may be in the title of the game, that prompts the question, what does Tears of the Kingdom mean? Well, one interpretation of the tears could be physical crying. Perhaps there could be some kind of major sad event that leads to the whole of Hyrule shedding tears around the kingdom. There's some speculation this could be to do with Princess Zelda. You know, we've seen her in the trailers fall down a dark hole when the supposed corpse of Ganondorf reanimated. We've also seen Princess Zelda depicted in a mural laying on her back, looking like she's either asleep or more likely under some kind of spell. But there's the potential she could be down for the long sleep, and maybe she could be dead. Yeah, it may not even be Princess Zelda who is dead, it may be another important character, and that could be Link. Now, if the hero of Hyrule were to die, then I would imagine plenty of residents of Hyrule would be brought to tears. Yeah, one of the mysteries of the trailer so far has been the 2 versions of Link that we've seen. One had a blue tunic, the classic Breath of the Wild looking Link, and then we've seen another Link who wears ragged, torn clothes, he's got longer hair, and he's got a strange arm. Hyrule has fallen to malice, monsters, and variants of Ganon. Given Tears of the Kingdom is a direct sequel, and we know that Link and Zelda have set off on their own adventures that led them to the catacombs under Hyrule Castle. Other than what we've seen in the trailers, we don't really know where the game is going to take us, but I, for one, would love to see us explore that fall of Hyrule 10,000 years ago, and perhaps the Tears of the Kingdom describe the sadness of the people from that time. Well, there is another clear option for me when it comes to what the Tears of the Kingdom could be, and that is a set of physical objects for us to collect. So we've seen a couple of clues in the trailers so far that point to physical objects. Now, first of all, in the latest trailer, where the name was revealed, we see a tapestry depicting characters from the game, and likely giving us major clues to the narrative. We see this big new godlike creature surrounded by 7 tear-shaped items. These could be the physical Tears of the Kingdom, and perhaps we have to beat 7 dungeons to collect all the tears, which then unlocks the battle with the final boss, or maybe even repairs the Master Sword, given it's not looking very healthy right now. Many fans have been calling for the return to dungeons in Tears of the Kingdom. Therefore, we could be travelling to 7 dungeon locations across Hyrule to beat those dungeons and the bosses and collect the 7 Tears of the Kingdom. Well, we've seen another couple of clues related to physical tears from Link. First of all, we've seen Link travelling up into the sky through concrete, which is very strange, and something we haven't seen him do before. This appears to be with the help of a water droplet. Could the Tears of the Kingdom help us travel to special locations in the sky? For example, sacred temples. Just after Link travels up into the sky, we see him place a Master Sword near a glowing yellow orb, so maybe the Tears of the Kingdom could be the key to repairing the damage caused by the malice. Link also has a device attached to his hip. This was a new addition that we saw in the latest trailer, where Link is wearing some kind of device there. It appears to have vials of liquid attached to him. And we can see this in the marketing material published by Nintendo, but also in the gameplay after Link opens the big double doors and runs off the ledge and into the sky, diving down to a sky island or landing on a glider. This device could contain the actual Tears of the Kingdom, with Link having to collect them from somewhere and then use them to access certain points in Hyrule. Collecting tears isn't new to the Legend of Zelda series. Tears of Light, also known as the Power of Light, are recurring items in Zelda games. They are light-infused magical teardrops that are scattered around various places, and upon their complete collection, they automatically perform their function whenever they are near something that requires their power. Well, Great Fairy Tears are also recurring items in the Legend of Zelda series. They are presumably full of tears that the Great Fairy has cried while praying, and the Great Fairy Tears are also kept in an empty bottle. When used, they can completely refill Link's life gauge and temporarily double Link's strength. Their function is similar to an elixir soup from the Wind Waker, but unlike the soup, the bottle of these tears only holds 1 serving and wears off after a short time, or if Link takes damage before then. Well, let me know in the comments what you think about the Tears of the Kingdom. What does this mean? What do you think the tears are, and are they conceptual tears, or are they an item that Link needs to collect? Well, that is it for this look at the meaning of Tears of the Kingdom in the Legend of Zelda series. And as always, thank you so much for watching or listening. For more Legend of Zelda content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to Triforce Times. Or you can check me out on Twitter at Triforce Times. Well, if you enjoyed this video, found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the videos on the channel. Well, thanks again, and I'll see you soon.